The Phantom of the Opera is one of the great sort of horror stories, little legends. It's a piece of fiction, I think, but do you know any more about the background to it?
It's fiction, but I think Gaston Leroux, who wrote it, was prepared to believe the legend that there really was a phantom. I mean, the building is the largest theatre in the world. It doesn't hold the largest number of people in the auditorium, but it's 17 stories high. This is the Paris Opera House.
Really?
17 stories high, yeah. There are 2,500 doors in the place.
Without,
there is a lake under there as well.
I was going to say, without spoiling the end, it's basically a boy meets girl, boy loses girl because of an accident.
Sort of 42nd Street. You know, you go on a chorus girl, you come off a star. There's a little bit of that, I think.
It's one of those.
But then it's much older than that. But she, I mean, in there you can see Sarah Brightman, who's such a good singer. It's very difficult for me.
Why?
Doing the record. Well, I had to match her all the way through.
Right. She's got a big voice and you had to get up there, did you?
Well, she's pretty good, isn't she?
No, you've done fine, kiddo. Don't worry about that. No. Who gets to play the... Because that's opening... It's not just a single and a video, which people can buy.
No, we're doing...
There's a stage show, isn't there?
I don't know if Andrew Lloyd Webber, as everyone knows, I don't know if Andrew has finished writing it all even yet. We certainly haven't recorded all of the LP, but there is an LP to be finished, which will be released, I hope. I suppose, I can't speak for Andrew, but... I suppose before the stage show gets presented, and I don't even know when that is. And
the exciting thing for you is that you don't yet know whether you're going to be the Phantom or not. Would you like to be the Phantom on stage?
Extremely.
You would you?
Yes, very much.
He's up in time and
It'd be
listening.
my first ever 9-to-5 job, as it were. Well, regular job.
You've done a little bit of acting, though, haven't you?
I've acted, in New York, not in Britain.
Yeah.
I played the part of Christopher Marlowe, 16th century playwright.
And
that was a musical drama.
People would need to be at least sort of 16, 17, maybe 20 years old to remember that you had lots of number ones. Oh, you had one number one, in fact. Lots of, well, it's 1974, 75.
I mean, one number one in this country make me smile, but even 11-year-olds know that one.
Yeah.
I mean, that still pays the mortgage.
That's true enough. Listen, you're supposed to be doing questions on the cards, but all that was so interesting, I wanted to get through it. Pick one very quickly.
Pick a
card very quickly. Go on.
Happy families.
And we'll get everybody in to say goodbye whilst you quickly answer that. Get your glasses.
Oh, what's your favourite sport?
Easy one, that one. Your favourite sport is? Horse racing, is it? Got any good tips for today?
I go all the time. Run and skip at Sandown.
Run and skip at Sandown. There we are. Excellent. I hope Nick Wilson's listening as well. All right. OK, well, listen, make a date. Join us next Saturday at 7:30. We've got tons of the usual stuff, plus Tony Sofa and the Carrot Crunchers. TX is standing by to come your way in a matter of a couple of seconds' time from now. And, of course, next week sees the return of number 73. Have a smashing week. See you next Saturday. Bye-bye. Bye. See you next week.
See you next week.
Steve, thank you very much indeed. Thank you all very much indeed. Arabella, you're braver than I thought. And I'll talk to you one live.
A very good morning to you. This is John Cross inviting you to join us for today's programmes here on Yorkshire Television. And we begin this morning with the regional weather forecast. A bright and frosty morning is expected with light winds and sunny periods, but in the afternoon clouds will increase with snow spreading from the west to reach the Pennines soon after midday and to all parts of the region by early evening. Moderate falls are expected in places, especially on the higher ground of the Pennines and Wolds, where drifting will occur in the freshening southerly wind. Temperatures below freezing at first will rise late in the afternoon to around 2 centigrade 36 Fahrenheit. And the outlook for tonight, snow will turn to rain at lower levels before dying out later in the night. And now our first programme this morning, Hatari.
When you has travelled around the world a bit, like what I have, you comes to appreciate a more sophisticated diet. Like, for example, Heinz curried beans. They's made with sultanas, apples, tomato puree, mango chutney, curry powder. Heinz curried beans are the beans for the connoisseur.
Was all my joy.
We did the right thing, didn't we?
For once, I think we did.
Was my delight.
It means we can treat ourselves every month.
Every month, love. And this month, that's 2 nights at the Lakeside Inn.
National Savings Income Bonds give you a regular monthly income without touching your savings. And you can invest from £2,000.
What about next month?
Let's spend this month's first. And I have loved you oh so long, delighting in your company.
See my new 5-door Metro? Or went one better? Got it for the same price as a 3-door. From Austin Rover.
See this Maestro 1.6? I went one better. Got it for the same price as a 1.3 from Austin Rover.
On my Montego Van den Pla, I got alloy wheels, fuel injection, and leather seats. All this at no extra cost.
You can go one better with Austin Rover. Now we're motoring.
Indigestion can mean acidity, flatulence, even heartburn. Bicidol is a carefully balanced combination of 3 antacid ingredients. Its powerful neutralizing action soothes the discomfort, bringing fast relief. Bicidol beats indigestion fast.
Take your places for the Tetley Flavour Dance. Take your Tetley, grab your pot. Watch out, Sydney, water's hot. Our flavour secret's plain to see. 2,000 perforations in our bags of tea. See that flavour flooding out. It must be Tetley, there's no doubt. Stand by, Morris, bring on cup. Raise your Tetley, drink it up. Taste that flavour, you'll agree. Tetley make tea bags make tea. Sydney.
From Allied Lions, a great British company.
That looks new.
Yes, it's new. No simmer soup from Cross and Blackwell.
But doesn't a good soup have to simmer?
Not this one. This minestrone is full of goodness. It's made from really fine ingredients. And it's ready the moment it comes to the boil.
Looks good.
Tastes even better. And you don't have to stand over it like some packet soups. Mustn't keep the family waiting.
No simmer soup from Cross and Blackwell. A better quality soup without the simmer.
Duracell lasts much longer than ordinary zinc-carbon batteries. But how much longer? Well, starting at Christmas and played with, on average, 1 hour every day, ordinary batteries will hardly see you into the new year, only 8 days later. While Duracell lasts up to 3 weeks, all the school holidays and well into the next term. Duracell. No ordinary battery looks like it or lasts like it.
This phone number opens up a world of holiday plans. Ring us now for up to 5 free brochures. Leeds 440 188.
Returning to Yorkshire this Tuesday night, a new series of Busman's Holiday with globe-trotting presenter Julian Pettifer.
Hello. Well, here we are high in the Swiss Alps, preparing for the return of Britain's brightest quiz, Busman's Holiday. 32 teams of contestants from different occupations will be taking part, competing for exciting travel prizes. Now, none of the contestants know what holiday plans we have in store for them. And neither did 3 policemen who last year started their Busman's Holiday on a canal trip in Venice. In Venice, with its 177 canals, everything goes by water. And so, appropriately, Bob, Terry and Mike forget the Manchester patrol cars and take to the boats. Last year, we flew our lucky prize winners over 100,000 miles for holidays they'd probably never dreamed of experiencing. And we gave them a unique opportunity to see their job in action in some other part of the world. A team of Scottish vets on safari in Kenya encountered some animals they're hardly likely to meet on their daily rounds back home. In Spain, 3 helicopter pilots in a hot air balloon achieved the dizzy height of 12 inches for all of 60 seconds before making a none too elegant landing. They blame the weather. Hong Kong was the holiday destination for 3 anatomy lecturers who met there a leading practitioner in the oriental skills of acupuncture. And in Baden-Baden, 3 doctors prove conclusively that all those tales about medical students' pranks are only too true. But the new series begins here in Liechtenstein, where last year's winning team of dentists will be visiting the world's largest false teeth factory and visiting a very special person. But that's a surprise, and one I know you'll want to share with us when you join us for the return of Busman's Holiday.
And Julian Pettifer returns with a new series of Busman's Holiday on Yorkshire Television on Tuesday night at 7:30.
This is Adora, He-Man's twin sister. This is Spirit, her beloved steed. Fabulous secrets were revealed the day she raised aloft her sword. Adora became She-Ra, Princess of Power, the most powerful woman in the universe and defender of Etheria. And Spirit became Swiftwind, the fabulous flying unicorn. Whatever the danger, Swiftwind takes She-Ra to safety. She-Ra and Swiftwind. New from Mattel.
Road Cargo, one better with double value deals. A Metro 5-door for the price of a 3-door, a Maestro for the price of a Metro, and a Montego for the price of a Maestro. Plus at Rocar, there's interest-free credit on all Austin Rover models sold this month. So get along to Rocar at Huddersfield, Dewsbury, Rotherham and Gainsborough. But hurry, the offer ends January the 31st.
Everyone's talking about the great deals at Rocar. Make a resolution to order TV times every week. Besides the New Year's programs on ITV and Channel 4, look what you could miss. Features on Pat Phoenix's return to the screen as a seaside landlady and Richard Briers in his new role as a priest with problems. Are you a winner in our £50,000 prize game? Check the winning lines in this issue. And these vouchers can give you up to £150 holiday spending cash. All in your Happy New Year's TV Times.
So much more than TV Times in this week's TV Times.
Whatever the time of day, you can rely on Oracle to keep you in the know, come rain or shine. So, whenever you want the full weather picture, page your Oracle.
It's worth coming home to ITV on Saturday with a good impression from the Copycats at 6:30.
The first impression is of a cat coming down the M1. A cat coming down the M1. Meow.
At 7, a blind date.
How would you react if I smash your new car on the first day you had it?
I'd kill you.
At 7:45, a sparkling adventure in Like Flynn.
Tim Holden's body was filled with diamonds?
17 stones. I'm told it's worth $750,000.
At 9:45, the best of Saturday Live.
I saw in the paper this week that Liz Taylor might get married again. Can you believe that? She's been married so many times that the last 2 honeymoons overlapped.
The best of Saturday entertainment on ITV.
At 12:50, Channel 4 opens with racing from Sandown Park. On YTV in 5 minutes, we join Saint and Greavesy. But now the time is 12 o'clock. We join ITN in London for the news.
Labour's defence spokesman is demanding immediate government action over reports that President Reagan is considering using British-based American fighters to launch reprisal attacks on Libya. Mr. Denzil Davis says it would draw Britain into the conflict, which would have serious repercussions for the thousands of Britons in Libya. A Pentagon source says the use of the British-based fighters is a leading option. Mr. Reagan is said to be considering military action against Libya for its support of the terrorist attacks on Rome and Vienna airports last week. Libya has now condemned the attacks as deplorable and bloody outrages in a letter to the United Nations. Yesterday, the aircraft carrier Coral Sea left Naples to join the American fleet in the Mediterranean. This report from America's CBS News.
In Norfolk, Virginia, the aircraft carrier America and the battleship Iowa rushed to get ready to sail. But the Mediterranean is 10 days away, and the ships have not yet received an order to sail. President Reagan, at a meeting with Mexico's President de la Madrid, paused long enough to say it was all business as usual.
I'm not aware that we're doing anything out of the ordinary at all. We have various maneuvers and practices there, and we're carrying on as normal.
But no special U.S. buildup, sir?
No. You've got to stop listening to Gaddafi.
However, informed sources tell CBS News that Navy planes, specially equipped to jam enemy radar and communications, were sent to the Mediterranean from their home base at Whidbey Island, Washington on New Year's Day. A spokesman there said only that they were on a classified exercise. The jets passed through Norfolk en route to Sicily. U.S. officials believe their passage was monitored by a Soviet intelligence trawler off the coast of Virginia. Despite signs of a massive naval buildup, Pentagon sources said one of the leading options for attacking Libya is bombing runs by Air Force jets out of Great Britain. They are equipped for low-level nighttime runs with laser-guided bombs, while the Soviet-built planes of the Libyan Air Force are considered to have only a rudimentary night-flying capability.
A report from Washington says America and the Soviet Union may meet as early as next month to plan talks aimed at curbing the spread of chemical weapons. America is expected to ask Moscow to set the date. Last November's Geneva summit between President Reagan and Mr. Gorbachev led to both countries agreeing to chemical weapons talks. The Royal Ulster Constabulary say the IRA are planning more attacks soon on the security forces and public figures. The warning came as the second of the 2 policemen murdered in Armagh on New Year's Day was being buried, and as the big loyalist march against the Anglo-Irish agreement neared its end in Belfast.
The funeral of Reserve Constable Michael